In part 5 of section 6, we're going to be looking at comparing two lines with each other, and we'll be using these comparisons to be able to write conditions for writing an equation or writing a function. So the first comparison, the first relationship I want to address is parallel lines. Definition 6.3 is going to tell you how you know when you're dealing with parallel lines. It says two non-vertical lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Now the phrase if and only if is one of the most powerful statements we have in mathematics, because what it means is that I can take either side of the statement on the if and only if, either side of that statement, and if I can show that one of those is true, then that means the other side is true. So here's how that works. If I say two lines have the same slope, then you would say, then the lines must be parallel. Or I can say, I know that two lines are parallel. And then you would say, well, that means that they must have the same slope. So those two ideas are going to go together. They're going to be connected, parallel, same slope, parallel. Now, when we talk about a vertical line is not a function, as was discussed in example 6.6. And when we talk about slope for a vertical line, if you try to do a slope calculation using the slope formula, you're going to find that the slope is undefined whenever you look at the slope calculation. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up going through the process of finding your delta y and your delta x, and you're going to find that your delta y will actually calculate to give you a number, but delta x is going to end up giving you 0. And so you're going to end up with the division by 0, which is where we end up saying it's undefined. So because it's undefined, there is no slope to compare. So vertical line has to have a separate entry in the definition. It says if you have two distinct vertical lines, the word distinct just means it can't be the same line twice. You have to use two different vertical lines, and each one of those vertical lines would have to have an undefined slope, and if you do, then you know that they must be parallel to each other. So when you have a vertical line, you can only compare it to another vertical line in order for it to be parallel.